Thirsty Thursday. I'm here again, and it's Billy Bonkers, and as always, we have down here today. Down here, say your name.
I'm sorry, Raven Creed. Hi, your man Marion is below me. Sorry.
Hello, I'm Marion Armstrong.
This is a shit start.
It's good. It's as good as I was expecting. If I'm honest.
There you go. You
The most professional duo, Billy Bedlam and Raven Creed.
How are you? How are you, darling?
I'm good.
I got jealous last week when I saw
Jesus, dear.
Raven saw it out and I bought.
Nice,
like,
I love it.
Whose
is bigger?
It's the same. I said they're the same volume, but yours looks more manly now that I think of it.
I think Bedlam's is longer, but the Creed's is a bit more girt.
It's all about the girth for me.
Yeah.
Well, use it.
It's like long and stuff.
Edit that out.
I have a small, refined one.
That is a lovely hoodie you're wearing tonight, Raven Creed.
Oh, thank you very much. Where can people get these hoodies?
Well, those hoodies now are nearly sold out. There's only two.
Oh shit! Sorry.
It's okay because we got plenty of merch coming down our way, and the Phoenix Rusted Big Cartel. Just got delivery today, but it's in the depot of Carol Baskin's. Definitely fucking did it, and the Cork Rest t-shirts, both designed by this man here, Marion Armstrong, LB. Boom. How are you doing?
Huh?
Well,
I'm good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm good. I'm happy out. Happy as the day is long. Happy as Larry. Whoever Larry is, he'd want to be fairly happy to be living up to that reputation.
I just want to point out the fact that you all look way more professional than we do. But
professional broadcaster. I own many podcasts, some of which actually exist.
Yeah. Brilliant.
How many podcasts have you done, or like been in charge of producing?
Okay, let's start. When I was years ago, when podcasting just started, it was Wrestling Voice Radio. Me and Dwayne, it's a wrestling low blows type show where everybody just runs through whatever happened that week in wrestling.
Is that the one where you got like the mad guests and shit, where like you randomly had like Bret Hart or like Mick Foley or something?
Yeah, we had loads of guests on that. We had Bret Hart, we had Stone Cold, we interviewed Mick Foley in person, Dwayne interviewed Chris Jericho in person, all stuff like that. Like we were getting, I think the Bret Hart one ended up with like close to 1 million downloads and stuff. It was proper good. It was before there was anything else like that, and there was definitely nothing like that in Ireland, really.
We've all them lined up.
There's probably like there's 1 million and one. What?
We've all them lined up as well. Don't worry.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
they're
locals first. Just when locals first, give them a chance.
But like nowadays, there's like 1 million and one podcasts, and like the majority of them feel like wrestling podcasts, and most of them are just kind of like a very like the same kind of format over and over again. So, and they all want the exact same guests. They all want fucking Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega and fucking the WWE lads. So like,
whereas I don't think big name wrestlers had gotten annoyed yet at doing these dumb moves with some dumb kids in their bedroom, so they were happy to do them at that point for a little bit of publicity. So we took advantage of that. So that was one podcast. Not a bother.
Is this the Not a Bother we want to get this trio?
That's it.
This
we
this is what we wanted, but we didn't get.
We got old Skylar Pops instead.
I know, but we love having the pop off Skylar.
You need to have a pop off Skylar.
We do. It's done with love. He knows this.
We love Skylar in this household.
We do. We love him everywhere. Well, okay, that came out wrong. Anyway, Marion, I was pre-drinking before this podcast, by the way. We were doing a quiz at work, and so
win.
I tell you what, right? There was 3 non-English speakers won it, and they googled it all. They had to. They just.
Oh, yeah?
Well, yeah. I came second.
Any questions were there?
There was like, what year was Star Wars? They were okay. The question, right? What years did Sex and the City run?
Years?
Yeah.
1997?
No.
I'm going to say 99 to like 2004 or something.
Close, but no.
Go on.
I think it was 98 to 2004.
I was fucking close.
You were.
So in between both of what we said, really.
Maybe I just didn't know. So, Anyway, there's two girls, and they got like it was they cheated. Because I know their level of intelligence. They did not know like all the sports questions, like shit like that. Like,
do you want me to kill them?
It was only a bit of fun, but I did get a little bit competitive.
You still carry a knife?
Yeah, I do actually. It's on my keychain. I got it into Glasgow and then out of Glasgow.
Do you remember when
since
we couldn't get into the CCW gym, you used to...
Go on. Sorry, Luke.
You used to break into the CCW gym with that knife.
Pick a lock.
Yeah, I learned how to pick a lock because everyone lost their key for the gym. And we were locked outside of it one day, and the ring was in the bed, and I was like, fuck, I want to go home. It was like 1 a.m. And I was like, fuck this. Let me just see if I could fucking MacGyver this shit. And it took me about 2 minutes, but I did break in. And then I just stopped bringing a key with me because I got really good at breaking in places. And I probably shouldn't be admitting that on the internet. Maybe edit all that out. We'll see.
No. Who had keys for that gym? I never ever had a key for that gym.
I never had a key either, and I was supposed to be head trainer at one point.
I was more operational side of things, but like
I think probably Hayden.
Sorry, I laughed at that. I shouldn't have laughed at that.
No, but yeah, no. But he probably did.
Well, like it's mad that Hayden had it and then you didn't have it and you were the trainer. Like,
but I was the one head trainer. Hayden was head servant.
This is true.
So,
yeah, actually, that's fair, and that's not talking shit about Hayden. Like,
no, we love
it. Should have been
friend of the show.
We're big Hayden fans.
Friend of the show.
Friend of the show, Hayden. Whatever happened to Hayden?
90s guy.
He left. Not 90s guy.
He went back to the 90s.
So,
I think. Listen, come here. Before we get on, your sound quality is really bad.
Mine.
Minus?
No, you're okay, Matt. Sorry, Raven. Will you dial in?
It's my internet.
I know, but the picture's fine. But dial in the sound on your phone. We did that.
That won't do anything. That only worked for Debbie because it was. For me, it's my internet.
I know.
2 seconds. I'll be able to fix it.
Okay. I'm just thinking your sound might be better. At least if you freeze, we can listen to you.
Internet's here is shocking. 2 seconds there now. We'll see if this is any
like
better.
mom and dad fighting. This is giving me anxiety.
Parts of last week's one we did with Richie, our own, which was Raven. You sounded like Kane because you were free.
Oh, did I?
Oh yeah. So anyway, entertainment. Ooh, guess who I found?
Is this any better?
I don't know Puppet, but I have something similar.
Any better?
Yes. Who's that? Is that your slot?
It's my slot, yeah. His name's Gary.
Oh, yeah, Gary Ked.
I saw a man walking a ferret today. It was mad.
What?
I saw a man walking a ferret. He had a ferret on a leash and he was walking him.
That's fucked up.
It was so fucking cool. I waved at him and he didn't wave back at me. He must have thought that I was a fucking freak, but he was the one walking a ferret.
Your sound is much better now, by the way.
Brilliant. I just connected onto my phone internet, onto my laptop. Because the internet in Cove is so bad that my phone internet is better than the Wi-Fi.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, yep. That sucks. But how are you doing in the current and pandemic, Marion? How are you coping? Tell us.
I'm doing quite well, old Bedlam Pops. I'm doing quite well. I think it's one of those things of like, I'm one of these people who I don't like to be bored ever. So I don't let myself be bored. Having a child kind of makes me not bored because I have to have a structure. Yeah. I have to put her to bed. I have to feed her. You know what I mean? So there's at least something.
I can't just start drinking wine at 11 a.m. like everyone else.
Well, you could, but it would be very irresponsible.
Yeah. I can make any jokes there, but you'd have to edit them out.
But I think that's kind of helping me cope. I'm doing a little bit of writing as well, back to writing some theatre stuff, and that's what's getting me through this madness.
Anything you can share? Anything you can share with us?
About what I'm writing?
Yeah.
I'm writing.
Don't with the plot,
okay, with the plot. I'm writing a one-man show. I wrote 2 one-man shows already, and one of them got actually produced and put on and did really well or whatever. And the other one never got made, but will. There's somebody in talks with getting it produced. It's supposed to be later in the year, but I don't know if that's going to happen. And I'm writing a new one now as well for myself to perform in. And it's fucking nuts. The weirdest thing I've ever written. That's saying a lot. But I think it's good nuts. I hope it's good nuts. It's really hard to tell when you're in the middle of writing something. Because for me, when I'm writing something, I start to feel what the character is feeling, and I'm like, oh, this is amazing, this is so strong, and this is so good. And then you can show it to someone and they go, what the fuck is this? But it's something, it's kind of an idea that I wrote as a short story years ago, and turned it into a one-man show, and I think it's going to be, for me, I think it's going to be the best thing I've ever done. I hope it is. It'll be cheap to produce as well, so that's the main thing.
Good stuff.
Because I don't have any fucking money. So.
Yeah, actually, you got very, very much kind of fucked financially with this whole situation of like you had an acting class going on that had to be cancelled. Obviously, you can't work in the bar anymore because you have shit knees. Like, you know,
everything kind of attacked me all at once. I had to quit the bar because of my knee, and I loved working in the bar. I love just that as an atmosphere, and I think it suits my personality. Then I started up an acting class, got up on my feet with that. And after the first week, all this shit came in and all the community centres got closed down, so there was no acting classes. And so hopefully they'll get up and running again once this is over.
Well, I mean, you can surely, like, adhere to social distancing and do some stuff, like, hopefully.
Yeah, as soon as it's lifted, I'll look to get back into it. Because, like, there's a few people that paid up front for a certain amount of classes, so it's not like I'm going to just throw it away. Yeah. And I had that money, so it is, like... there was a little bit of money at the start, but I don't want to get too depressing with this and talking about being broke and stuff, but it's I suppose it's fact of life at the moment. But yeah, no, it's pretty shitty that all that came at the same time, but getting through it.
Do you want to brighten the mood a tiny bit if you don't want to be depressing?
Are you going to say that The Fiend and John Cena was the best match of all time again? Like,
I was actually going to ask, what did you prefer, The Fiend and John Cena or the Boneyard match?
I'm very torn on this one.
The Fiend and John Cena is the best match in the fucking history of the universe, but I'd also like your relevant opinion.
I'm really torn on that because I've watched both of them a few times now. I loved the style of Taker and AJ. I think it was amazing. And it's like style
like
of a match.
Western movie or something.
Yeah, it was so good. It was like something from Preacher or something like that. It was excellent. But the storytelling in The Fiend and John Cena was out of this world. That was theater. Like, that was the kind of shit that I
when I
fucking loved.
first started watching that match, I was like, okay, these two crackheads are just taking the piss. But then when you actually like watch it back, it's so fucking intricate. And even like the last point in the match where like the line repeats that John Cena is saying he's gonna like bury the most overused, overhyped wrestler, whatever like that, and then it's fucking him. Sorry, I'm outing myself as a fucking loser here, but I thought it was storytelling fucking genius.
It was amazing storytelling. And even if you paid attention to John Cena's Instagram page and leading up to it, he actually told the story of what was going to happen pretty much. Because it's all about the different versions of John Cena and all that kind of stuff. But John Cena's Instagram page for the like week before WrestleMania, he posted pictures of every different version of Bray Wyatt. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I get you.
They're fucking. They played it so well. Like,
I'm so glad
I haven't been watching WWE. What's that?
I'm so glad that they didn't have a wrestling match.
Yeah, same.
Me too. It would have been so fucking boring. Like, like
if it wasn't an empty stadium show, they probably, I don't know, were they going to do that match anyway, or was this?
No, I'd say they were going to have them. I'd say they were going to do a different type of Firefly Funhouse kind of type thing. I don't think it would have been that. That was superb.
Oh, it was brilliant. Yeah.
I get the feeling that
I never need to retire if we can do that kind of wrestling.
I get the feeling that
I think like there was a thing going around that like even in the fucking Boneyard match, because like the last couple of Undertaker matches have been slightly depressing, and it's not his fault. He's he's an old man. He's been through a shitload. He's allowed to be a little bit fucking depressed at this age. But like I like when you're watching that match and he looked like a fucking beast. He looked like a monster. He looked like the coolest person in the world. You can guarantee a bunch of other wrestlers are watching that going, maybe I could fucking get back at this.
Matt Hardy couldn't
you text me the next day.
Years.
You text me the next day. Oh, if I can fucking... If we can produce matches like that. Yeah.
An Armstrong country match would be fucking superb.
It'd be fucking funny, yeah.
It'd be the weirdest shit ever, like.
Well, we might have to get creative over the next 6 to 9 months anyway.
Well, there we go. So, if an Armstrong country match happens like that, the only thing I'm asking is that we bring back Roughshod for it. That's the only... Other than that, I'm open to doing anything.
I don't give a shit.
Are we ever going to release that match?
What?
Are we ever going to release that match? Roughshod and Joker Bray?
He didn't wrestle Joker Bray. I know what you're talking about. He wrestled Omen.
Oh, sorry.
And you were Omen. So...
I'm Omen.
Sorry, Omen. Yeah, I forgot. Sorry. You're fucking everyone at this stage.
What we should do is...
that's how I got booked. What?
If we're in a position where we might lose the school because of rent or something, I should auction it off And then you go, who wants to see it or who doesn't want to see it? Joe?
Exactly.
Angel Cruz and Scotty Davis would fucking fight each other to the death for that.
I think Cabrera would win because then it wouldn't get out there.
Yeah, he fucking would.
But you probably just go, give it to me and go, okay, sorry.
Yeah, okay, Joe, sorry, I'm terrified. Here, have it.
Sorry, we were being brave in a podcast. I'm really sorry, though. I'm really sorry.
Yeah, I know. Edit all that out.
What's the crack?
No, I did. After we did a podcast last week with Debbie, we stayed drinking because, you know, we're idiots. And we ended up doing another video chat after another video chat. And I think I ended up on the fourth video chat, and I have no recollection what happened, except I was on a video chat with Luke the Valentine, Aaron, Matt, and other people, sorry. And I have just no recollection. Somebody said I was just singing and somebody else was talking and no one was listening to each other.
That sounds about right.
It was like a night out. And then I left without telling anybody again.
Classic Bedlam.
Yeah, Houdini.
I listened to your podcast, or not, watched your vidcast, whatever way you say it.
Yeah.
Like the Debbie Keitel one. I actually didn't fully watch the first one yet. I have to watch that.
What do you think? Give some feedback.
Some feedback. It was good. Very good. Her story is class, like.
It is?
Yeah, it's really it's really interesting. That's the first time publicly Creed and Keitel having conversations if they don't want to rip each other's throats out.
Yeah, I know, right? The whole kayfabe thing doesn't exist anymore, apparently. I used to be proper into like kayfabe and like not showing my real life on social media. I don't give a fuck anymore. I'll tell you my address. You can come over. I'll make you a lasagna. Like,
but it's nice after the fact to go like during it. It's like I don't think anyone would because you're trying to sell a show and trying to sell a match and an angle and all that. But a year and a half later, talking about there's nothing wrong with that. Everyone is that fucking The Rock could be talking to Triple H. Remember we were doing that, brother, blah blah. So
the justification I always used for that was, do you remember when Chris Jericho first went to New Japan and he had the feck off match with Kenny Omega? Kenny Omega went on his podcast then like the next week and they went into intricate detail explaining how they did the entire match. So like if Chris Jericho can do it, fucking anyone can. Like, you know what I mean?
I think it's 2020 as well. Like for a lot of reasons, wrestling's changed massively and people kind of don't care about that kind of stuff anymore as much. Yeah. And two, with the way the world is now, if we're also to be focusing on trying to pretend to be somebody else, you're going to go out of your fucking mind.
Yeah, totally.
You know what I mean?
I fucking did go out of my mind. Like I fucking being a character that's so weird as fuck as Raven Creed, and you have to pretend to fucking be it. Your mind gets fucking fucked up, and I'm sure Bedlam, you probably feel the fucking same way, that your mind ended up getting fucked. And like even Luke, I know that you didn't play an insane character, but you played so many different characters as an actor as well.
Yeah.
Like it must get like if you get sucked into a role that you're really fucking invested in, it must like for me anyway, when I come back from a match or when I come off stage or whatever like that, I have a few minutes of like trying to get back into the fucking real world.
Yeah.
Like struggling to. Do you kind of get the same thing?
Definitely. There's exercises like that in acting. I played some characters in acting that I really struggled to come back from. Actually, I'd say my heel run in CCW, I always struggled to, once I went into character, I struggled to be normal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'd be fucking hitting stuff and I'd be shouting and stuff. There was a mistake once in the show in the PAV and somebody's music went on wrong. Oh, yeah. And they told me to go out. He goes, go out. And I was like, that's not my fucking music. And I was in character. I know this sounds pretentious, wanky. And your man came out and goes, I don't care. And I goes, you don't care. Don't you fucking tell me what to do, you fat fucking virgin. Like that was the music guy. And he went, oh shit. Like,
that was the last time he ever did music. He quit.
But afterwards, the match finished. I came backstage and I instantly went, oh fuck, what did I do that for? You know what I mean? That was the same show that I went out hot then and I ended up getting bottled by someone in the crowd and everything. So
you went on commentary with Tom then. Wasn't it? You went to commentary with Tom?
I was on commentary the first half actually. And then I came out. I used to love doing that. I used to love going on commentary for half a show and then doing a match, or the other way around.
I wasn't allowed to go to that show that you're on about because I was underage.
Oh yeah, but Corey wrestled on it and he was underage.
Corey's younger than me, so fuck me.
Yeah, I was in the crowd that time. Actually, I was drinking, just very similar to what I'm doing now.
I remember it because I was doing stuff in the ring to try and pop you just specifically.
Well, I'd been around for a while. I was after doing the commentary stuff and the ringing out.
Yeah.
It was kind of in the interim when I was waiting to go wrestling before coming off commentary and stuff. But yeah, you did the gorilla thing.
The gorilla, yeah.
Yes! 'Cause I was right.
No one's gonna get that.
Doesn't matter. No one's going to get anything that we're talking
The gorilla
about.
then.
3 hours. Like, they'll just recognize some names and we can't saying anything. And
Let's just like say a few. Rhea Ripley, fucking Tony Storm,
The Rock.
fucking
Oh.
The Rock,
Jesus, me back in the day when me and Marty Jannetty,
Yeah. Jesus.
Raven is my da.
And Irish wrestling.
Irish. Myself now, Paddy Morrow and the wrestlers having the best time of our lives. Back in the day.
Oh, come here. We talked about it last week on another podcast with Owen Richards. We were talking about what was your favourite .E character? Obviously, I was big.
Didn't that exist or to play?
To play.
Oh, no,
to play.
To play. And
I've only played Hot Stuff.
Oh.
Have you only played Hot Stuff?
I played Hot Stuff and myself.
Yeah.
Is there any character that you'd like that you've heard of that you want to play?
Oh wait, hang on. No, I got to be the rock star.
The Rockstar. What's that?
Mr. Rock and Roll.
That was against me.
And I had diarrhea, and Bedlam hit me with a fucking belly to belly, and I thought I was going to shit my pants, and hit me with the belly to belly, and the go home was like 3-4 minutes later, and I held it in, obviously, ran through it, fucking hit RKO, 1, 2, 3, and I was getting ready to get out of the fucking ring, and Steve Muldoon comes over and hands me a plastic guitar and tells me to stay in the ring and play it. I'm there trying not to shit my pants, playing a plastic guitar in front of a bunch of 7-year-olds going, this is the worst moment in my life.
You Have
you ever shit or pissed yourself in a ring?
No.
No? Never?
That's as close as I came.
Oh, wow, that's funny.
Yeah, that was...
Bedlam?
No.
Ah, damn it. I was really hoping one of you would have, like, accidentally shit yourself or something that I haven't.
Just a little bit. Just a tiny bit of piss.
No, I pissed myself before in a match. Like, I got hit really hard in my first match and I pissed myself.
In Middleton?
Yeah, I swear.
Oh, speaking of hard drives, I have that too in this.
Put it on.
For fuck's sake, burn it.
Put it on and share your screen.
Will I?
I'll pay you for it.
I wouldn't.
Good.
I was actually announcing that match. I announced it from the Temple of Doom, from the Temple of Doom.
Temple of Doom. Fucking hell, the state of my fucking virginal 15-year-old self. Like,
you weren't 15 there, were you?
I was 16 when I made my debut, yeah.
Yes.
Jesus fucking Christ.
That was a long time ago, lads.
Yeah, I know, right?
And you were ring announcer for that in Middleton?
Yeah. Actually, it
was Mallow, wasn't it? Mallow.
Mallow's where I had my first match.
Because I remember I just came back from my match, and Raven was about to go out for her match, and she went, Luke, what the fuck do I do for my entrance? And I went, nothing. She went, okay.
Yeah, I went out.
She walked very ominously towards the ring.
Yeah, flicked her hair like this, probably.
Yeah.
Probably. Well, to be fair, I fucking do that now. I just do it with a bit more tongue, like.
Bit of that.
You ever look back at your, like, when you first and go, Jesus Christ, what were you doing? Like,
I try not to look back at myself, to be honest with you. I get too much
my most recent stuff is worse than my early stuff.
Really? Why'd you think that?
Because I should have finished months before I did. Like, and I've seen some footage from some shows that haven't gone out, and I'm looking at it going, oh my fucking God.
Well, talk.
The stories, like, as in my storytelling is much better, but
your knee actually went in that match in the main.
My knee went in the middle of the match, yeah, and you can see it happen. Me versus Butch.
Oh, okay.
And there's a moment in the match where he whips me, and I stop in the ring, and you can see me spin my hip like that, and I just carry on. Then I literally, my leg was about to go, and I had to actually try and click it back as much as I could, but it was horrible. You can see it, like you can see I'm literally in pain. There's a shot at one stage from the camera that I'm wearing my shorts, and it comes around you from the back of me, and you can see that my left leg is probably about 3 times the size of my right leg. And at the time I was like, it's grand, it's fine, the fucking main event, fucking it's grand. Yeah, and then I went home and like was like, oh, fuck, why am I wrestling? But it's horrible. So,
you're 31 now, right?
32.
32.
I had my birthday during this madness.
Are we in a place where you're saying never, ever, 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 never?
Yeah, definitely.
Or we're like...
Unless we're going cinematic.
Edge in Nature's time, you know.
I think I go through phases of saying that I'd like to come back and do one more, but realistically, I don't think it's smart. Like, I'll go for about a week or two with my leg going, geez, this is fine. Look, I can jump. Here's a cartwheel, woohoo. And then one day I'll walk off a step or a curb and it'll just go.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what the technical name is, but like I have damage to my ACL. It's arthritis in the joints, and the actual kneecap is veering off towards the left. So it's actually coming away slightly. So that's what's making it.
So what kind of
dislocation.
That's three big things, right? ACL operated on. Which is the one that's like? Is it the arthritis? Is it the kneecap?
The combination of the three of them is causing me to like the main one is the kneecap moving, because the kneecap moving there's no stability. So if I pick somebody up for a slam, and that leg gives in, they will die. If I run the ropes, which is what actually happened the last time, my knee will just dislocate and I'll go. Like I didn't actually hit the ground that time, luckily, I think. I think it would have fucking completely come apart. But it's a combination of the three. The ACL is actually the smallest one of all of them, weirdly enough, because it's tiny.
And that's a pity because that's the one that can be repaired. Like
exactly. It's the kneecap coming away, and the arthritis is something that's always going to be there, unfortunately.
Boneyard match then.
Exactly, I could do that, no problem. No fucking problem.
Or a graveyard.
Can I ask you the question, show on that? Did I technically end your career?
Yeah, I suppose you did.
Yeah, because I was the last person to drill with you, or doing a drill with you, and you fucking, instead of doing a sleep, you did a side pass. So that's what fucked your knee, obviously. It was your fault. But
it was instead of doing a roll, I jumped over you, is what it actually was.
Yeah, that was it. If you just did that roll, man, you wouldn't have had arthritis.
Genuinely, probably, well, I would have had arthritis. It was there anyway.
Yeah, exactly. But like, if it wasn't that, you would have, like, it would have been in the middle of a match, and that exact same thing would happen. Or like you said, you would have stepped off a curb or something like that. It just would have happened.
It's even more fuel for Ivy to come and end your career, Raven.
The Princess of Armstrong country. Did you see that picture today? I put up on Twitter.
That's I thought you were the Skull Collector. You said you were wrestling as the Skull.
I'm the Skull Collector as well. I'm a Skull Collector. I was a lot of mask characters. I was Skull Collector. I was Roughshod, Omen, the Irish Dragon. I was both the Irish Dragons.
Was it two Irish Dragons?
I was there. Yeah, I was both of them.
Oh. Were you ever the Cork Kid?
Geez, no. I was the Cork Kid too.
No. You were the Cork Kid too. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that's the only one that you weren't. Yeah.
Kayfabe, brother. This is a few whiskeys in now. This is going to get dangerous.
That's okay.
So give me a list of names and I'll tell you what I think of them.
Okay.
No, let's not do that.
What do you think of, I don't know, who's the most influential person in Irish wrestling? What's your opinion on Joe Cabray?
Joe Cabray, fucking Paul cunt. I'm joking. No, I actually genuinely like Joe. That's the honest answer. Joe's always
cut out that part and just leave in the part where he's calling him bald cunt.
Who did he call? We were on the .E show one time messing, bringing out the boards, and he was there. You have the fucking Chuckle Brothers. To you and someone else.
Paul Scarf.
Well, yeah. He actually would have been an amazing tag team. I love Paul Scarf.
No, we wouldn't. We know, like, both of us had... No, God, none. Both of us had somebody in the ring that was able to do the wrestling for us. If me and Paul were a tag team, there would, nothing would have happened whatsoever. Like,
there's some show, I can't remember which one it is, but you're dancing during their...
28 weeks later, it was the last Armstrong's tag match.
You're dancing during Paul's entrance. So Paul's dancing, then as you just come across the screen, like...
Because I knew it was the last Armstrong's match, so I went full Armstrongs for the whole match. That's the match where I just keep making jokes to try and put CT Flexer off, which is my favorite thing to do in the world. And he said, it's a 16-foot ring. And I went, yeah? Well, I have a 16-foot dick. And there was just silence. Nobody laughed whatsoever. So I just went, don't know why I said that. And then everybody started laughing. And then Butch started trying to do his comeback. And the audience started chanting, tag his dick in. Like that. It was the best.
Which made the heel turn all that much better.
It made it make so much more. I was like, this is the best.
Yeah.
The audience did the storytelling for us, basically.
Watching some Total Armstrongs last night because it popped. Or Butch or somebody shared it.
Yeah, Butch shared it.
It was the APA one actually that you were tagging with Debbie against myself and also Raven. And
oh yeah.
Was that Gunter?
What the fuck?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, that was. There was the 6-man tag with Gunter.
That was a laugh. You were fucked actually in that match, weren't you?
I pulled my hamstring in
planning the match.
When it was me and Raven again versus the 90s guy and Bruiser.
Oh yeah.
I just did a couple of it.
Yeah, fuck, I remember that. I think I got hit like really, really hard with a clothesline from Bruiser and I thought I lost my life. but you pulled your hamstring, so that's more important.
Well, you know.
Sorry.
That was the APA one. That was a laugh, right?
You hit me with a clothesline from hell, boy, and I swear to God, you were just like, well, you were bumping anyway.
I think I said, yeah, I'll just hit you with a clothesline. And you went, I'm not sure if I'll bump off it. I went, I know you will.
I know what that. I don't think I said that. Fuck off. But it was nothing like, it was afterwards I said, oh, what was the bump like? And you were like, yeah, you were bumping anyway.
That was when I've never more disgusted than I didn't account for Raven's height, and I hit her with a really shit clothesline in the middle of a really good spot where I wouldn't hit her, and then I was just going to clothesline her face off. And then I actually hit her with a bad clothesline. I was like, no!
Yeah.
Wasn't there a part in the match where you were going to hug me just to put me off?
Yeah.
What was that? I can't remember the spot.
The spot was, you were going to hit me a few times. I wouldn't sell, or I'd be sell away, and I'd be like, I'm not going to hit you, I'm not going to hit you. And then you'd hit me again, and I'd be like, I'm not going to hit you, I'm not going to hit you. And then you'd swing, I'd duck, and I'd go, equality! And clothesline.
Oh, yeah.
Shit. And I was going to hug you instead to put you off, and thinking that made me not think properly, and I didn't, and I hit you badly with clothesline. Yeah.
That was actually, that was a really fun match and a really cool fucking thing we were doing. But it was kind of wasted at the time because there was about 50 people there.
50 people who didn't give a shit either, I don't think.
That was the nearing of the end for fucking.
You know what I always find interesting with CCW? At the end of CCW, there was 50 to 60 fans, right?
Yeah.
In the audience. And it was bad. When with Phoenix, we do shows where we have 50 and 60 fans in the gym. It's a fucking laugh. So it's a different type of fans or a different type of atmosphere, I think. Like that was seen as a decline for CCW, but it's some crack when you do it with Phoenix. It's a mad difference.
Weren't we like talking about that like last week or whatever? Like that there was like at one of the Phoenix shows there was like started to get like with sexist chants, but then you threatened to fucking beat one of them up or throw them out or whatever the fuck.
But it was the first show in the main event. There was some derogatory. There was one fellow who was Langers drunk, and he was trying to get people saying, I won't repeat it because it's pretty fucking cancel material, right? But it was directed to get against Terry Thatcher, and
I remember
it. I remember it.
I fucking whipped them around, and I went, one more word and you're fucking gone. And at the start, kind of went, and I went, oh shit. And it's not because I'm a big guy or anything, it's because shit, one of the wrestlers is, or like the guy, one of the owners is after just fucking get the fuck out, you know.
I think that sets a precedent then straight away, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. That this isn't a place to fucking be a dickhead. Basically, it's the fucking. Yeah. But isn't that what like Progress say or something like that? It's like we have one rule here: don't be a dick. Yeah. It's like I think that's fucking fair. You can chant whatever you want as long as you're not being like a dickhead about it. Like,
but some of the nights in the Kino, as cool as some of them were, now to be fair, like that was when CCW was in its peak, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Some hot crowds, some good fucking shows, some very good matches. But come main event, for me it was like.
Oh yeah,
anything could happen. Remember we'd kick a guy out, or there was fellas throwing cans at Marie and everything.
When she had like a fucked up collarbone, wasn't it?
And they hit her right in the shoulder and stuff, and couldn't understand why you had to be kicked out.
We
weren't doing anything about it.
Like, we don't have those kind of fans. We have drinking fans who like to be wrestling. We have wrestling fans who like to have a drink. But
exactly,
on beer shows, no one's Langers drunk.
Yeah. And the people that are drunk and having a laugh, not drunk and getting aggressive and getting fucking.
They're the Michelle Crotties and they're Alan. Where's our refund for Green Day? I know you're watching this. I want my refund for Green Day.
I'm so depressed about that.
You're not going to Green Day?
Green Day and My Chemical Romance got cancelled. Yes, of course I was going to My Chemical Romance.
They're rescheduled. They're not cancelled. They're just.
I know, but I'm depressed off my box. Like I've been looking forward to like the Green Day and the Super Hella Mega Tour for like over a fucking year at this point. Like, and I'm looking forward to fucking My Chemical Romance. They broke up 8 years ago.
I was looking forward to seeing Weezer. Big Weezer fan.
Actually, weirdly enough, I probably would have never seen Weezer if they were touring by themselves, but I was looking forward to seeing them with Green Day and Fall Out Boy. Like.
I love Weezer. Weezer reminds me of Freak Scene.
Oh, yes.
Freak Scene was the best.
Yes.
You would have loved Freak Scene, Raven. You would have loved it. Yes. Freak Scene was, right? It was a 2-floor nightclub. On the bottom floor was
the Half Moon one, or when it was in the Everyman. Which one?
No, not in the Everyman. No, when it was when it was in Gorby's.
Oh, I was okay. Go on.
The bottom floor was a gay bar, I think, but I don't know if it was an official one. And the top floor was a rock club. So
I like
it was
both of those things.
It was the best. It was the biggest mix of anything. So you'd have a mad night. You'd go down onto the gay floor, which I don't know, calling it. I don't know if it was officially, but it kind of was. You know what I mean? And you go down there, and it would be like 90s music and dance music, and it would be a laugh. And then you go upstairs, and it would be like Weezer and Slipknot and System of a Down, and it was just a mental night. I used to every Thursday we used to go. We used to do a thing called 4 and 10, which didn't make any sense because they used to do 4 vodkas. It was a 4 vodkas for €10. Something like that. Maybe it wasn't, but we used to have to, we made the rule that we had to drink them in 10 minutes. So we downed the 4 vodkas in 10 minutes. Now, this would be after drinking a double nagging of vodka in a fucking carton of orange juice coming up on the train from Cove. So we would be fucking locked and thrown out of our moat nights. But they let you back in the week after, so it's grand.
They do. There was something that way.
Yeah.
We used to go to Freak Scene probably 10 years before you, but it was in the Half Moon. It wasn't in Garbage Chaos.
Half Moon was class place.
Half Moon was class, but yeah.
A place called Freak Scene does sound like somewhere I kind of want to go.
You would have, you would have been the kind of person that would have been there, definitely.
Okay, 1, fuck you.
No, you definitely would have.
2, why? What makes me?
Well, I just said it was one of my favorite places. You absolute bitch.
Yeah, I know, but why do I belong in a place called Freak Scene? It's freak at the
Because you are a freak and a scene. You cause a scene.
You listen to that type of genre of music, you know, Raven. That
Boom.
The genre. And you've got
the genre. You like the genre.
You know, the genre.
Maybe I don't listen to that genre of music. Maybe I'm the biggest Taylor Swift stan that there's ever been.
That's also true.
You are a big T Swift.
Well, not anymore.
Big musical theatre fan.
It's exactly favorite.
So, Creed, tell me what's your favorite musical?
My favorite musical is Hairspray, but I haven't seen Heathers live, and I really want to see Heathers live because they have some of my favorite songs.
Yeah, Heathers is brilliant.
I can listen to like the full album just fucking by itself, and
the lyrics in it are fucking hilarious.
Oh, it's so fucking good. If for anyone who doesn't know, Heathers is like it's fucking brilliant. They have a song in it called "My Dead Gay Son."
Yeah,
and it's about these 2 dads at a funeral, and they think their sons were gay with each other, but they actually weren't. They were murdered. I'm not going to give away the entire plot. It's a fucking trip.
Well, it's an 80s film, or maybe early 90s film, and it's been made into a TV show.
Yeah.
And
I haven't actually seen the TV show. I really want to see the TV show.
The TV show is very good.
Is it actually? I was afraid to watch it in case
it's not a musical, obviously, but it's really good.
You couldn't have a musical every week TV show.
Huh?
Well, you probably could.
You could. There's loads of them. Glee.
Okay, you could. Sorry,
I can go on a list here.
Wrong. I was thinking about
my entire image there by giving away the fact that I'm a whore for musicals, by the way.
Raven, we need to do a musical podcast, me and you.
I'd fucking I can't sing for my life. My one thing is, I was actually talking
about musicals.
Okay, grand, we'll fucking do that. But like, my thing is that like, I was in like theater and shit like that when I was in like secondary school and primary school and shit like that. I love all that shit. Obviously, then that fucking led me to wrestling. But like, I can't sing, dance, or act outside my character. So I was pretty fucking shit at it, but I had a great fucking time. You know what I mean?
But I made a lot of money off it.
Well, yeah, that's fair, actually. You're a fucking full-time actor.
Yeah.
I've seen you do karaoke.
I can. Creed? Oh, yeah. That went down to Georgia.
That'll never fucking happen again, seriously.
It was the best, though.
It was the worst. I wasn't nearly drunk enough for that, like.
The best was Tony Kelly serenading her.
Yeah.
And that video still exists online.
That was a good night.
That was a great night. That was better.
That was definitely a night.
It was.
It was nearly a year ago. Fuck.
Was it?
Oh.
Fuck.
Yeah, sure. June is like 7 or 8 weeks away.
That's mad.
Yeah. Time's flying, huh?
It's not. It's going very slowly.
Actually, this week was very contish when it came to time.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, this was it.
But on the plus side, there's the Intercontinental Championship.
Okay.
Yes, boy.
Of which I am the Intercontinental Champion.
I'm trying to look for something wrestling related I can show you. Oh, I have something.
Go on, show us.
There's the Phoenix belt in the background, but I'm not the Phoenix champion. I wouldn't put a belt on myself.
You should.
Here's my dad.
Is that Raven?
Yeah.
What about Raven?
He just hangs out in my room and watches over me while I sleep.
I'm a big fan.
He's also in the shape of a cross because I'm religious.
And because that's his pose.
Huh?
Because that's his pose.
Yeah, I know, but I was
Didn't
making
it
another
take you
joke.
years to watch any of his stuff?
Huh?
It took you years to watch any of his stuff.
Yeah, I didn't know who he was when I was fucking starting off wrestling when I picked the name Raven. And then afterwards you told me about him and I was like, ooh, he's interesting. And then I realized, ooh, I'm him.
I think people probably thought you were robbing his shit for a while. Like,
I totally thought.
People actually did say that to me.
Yeah.
I totally thought it was a mix of Apollo Creed from Rocky and Raven. Such caricatures as you just had in your hand. Definitely.
It was Raven from the X-Men, was it?
Raven is Mystique from X-Men, and then Creed is Victor Creed, who is Sabretooth from X-Men.
Nice.
Okay. So you don't like X-Men?
I love X-Men with all my heart.
Who's your favorite X-Men?
I've never watched any movies, but I'm going to watch it now. It's on Disney Plus. It is on Disney Plus.
Oh, it's fucking brilliant. Some of the movies are brilliant, and then some are a horrible disappointment.
Where do I start?
You just have to go through
Which is the
X-Men 1.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
I remember
you could avoid Wolverine Origins, probably. It has good moments, but overall it's a bit weird.
Everyone says that that's the worst movie ever. I don't think that it's terrible.
Nah, it has good moments.
Yeah, the first scene, like the war scene with them going through all the wars, is probably the best part of the movie.
Covering up Deadpool's mouth is probably the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
Oh, is that one?
Say again?
Yeah. Covering up Deadpool's mouth.
Yeah, that was fucking stupid.
Doesn't make any sense.
The entire plot with Deadpool was fair fucking stupid. Like,
doesn't make any sense.
Then we got a Deadpool movie out of it and some fucking hilarious jokes in that movie about fucking X-Men.
And the best casting of Deadpool that could possibly have happened.
Yeah, I fucking don't think I can think of anyone better.
Nah.
Absolutely, yeah. And the sequel as well was just fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
Exceptionally cast.
But the X-Men cartoon is on Disney Plus. That's the main thing.
Yeah, I watched it.
Yeah, I started watching that actually. I started watching that and Jubilee is a dumb bitch, basically, is what I'm finding out.
Pretty much.
Which dude is the lad that couldn't take off his glasses? I don't like him.
Cyclops.
Yeah, that's Cyclops.
Nobody likes Cyclops.
Cyclops is a fucking Boy Scout.
You're either Team Cyclops or your Team Wolverine, and that's it. Everybody's Team Wolverine.
Always.
I was always a Gambit guy.
Which guy's he?
Gambit. The guy with the cards, he throws them at people.
Oh, okay. I like the blue lad. The blue lad.
Blue lad.
Beast. Which blue lad?
He had all the cookies.
Cookie Monster?
Yeah. But also Beast, I'm joking. You know Beast, he was the doctor. He used to be like in his jacket, but still a beast.
Yeah, that's Beast. Beast, yeah.
It was an X-Men cartoon that I watched when I was a kid. It wasn't the one that you're on about. It's called X-Men Evolution. And it was the most edgy fucking shit ever. It fucking built me as a fucking person. And like Nightcrawler was like a teenager in it, and he was really fucking cool. He was like my favorite. Rogue was a bitch, but I loved her. Like
Rogue was always the best.
Rogue. That's why I have my hair blue.
Really?
Oh, I actually do.
Yeah, because she has a big white streak in her hair, and I wanted to do white, but white wouldn't stick, so I did blue instead.
Huh.
So basically, all of Raven Creed is just X-Men.
Nice.
Yeah, so X Creed. Mm-hmm. That didn't work. Sorry. I'll try harder.
I was going to say the Seamen, but that doesn't really work.
No, it doesn't really work, no.
Raven Creed and the Seamen, if you got your own faction, does that work? No.
Are you hearing the word Seamen the way the rest of
us? Yeah, I mean, they can have a trawler and everything, like, and go fishing and...
Yeah, exactly.
I cast my net over the wrestling industry. Yeah.
Everybody knows how much I love Seamen.
Yeah, you know what? That's actually a great idea, Bedlam. I think you should book it.
Definitely.
You should have Raven Creed and her Seamen.
No, you see something amiss now, because when you say it's a good idea and I should do it. No.
And throughout every show, Raven Creed should become showered in semen.
Well, where are we going to get so many?
What if she's constantly being hit in the face by the semen?
How many semen? What kind of semen load are we talking about? Will it be a load or
millions of them?
I think
it would actually be a miracle if one of them got through. One of these semen.
Isn't that the chance you take, though? Anyway, none of this is going in, so...
Is it being pulled out?
Come on, I want Raven Creed and her semen. Who would you book? Who would you book to be Raven Creed's semen?
It's probably...
Flint?
No.
Flint has to be a seaman.
I'm the seaman.
No, he's exotic, Flint.
Flint exotic.
No, it'd probably be... If you probably a couple of newbies, like, you know what I mean? Get them over. Get them over. Newbies over, brother, you know?
We'd make them all just shave themselves completely, get rid of all their body
It'd be like if you had your own prick click or whatever they were called, except you just call them Raven Seaman.
I want them to like dress up as like worms and squiggle their way to the ring so they actually look like sperm.
I saw that done. I saw that done by what's his name? The Dick.
Joy Ryan.
Yeah, I saw that done. He was never
Damn.
Was that on an AEW show? Maybe the first one.
I think it was actually
All In or Double or
Nothing. Yeah.
Double or Nothing, possibly. One of them, anyway.
It was one of them, yeah.
Where he came out and someone was like dressed as a penis and stuff.
Cornette went ape shit.
That was fucking brilliant. I don't care what anyone says. That was fucking funny. Jim Cornette can suck my dick. Jim Cornette and Dr. Phil can go into a bag and fucking...
What's the story with Dr. Phil? When I was growing up, Dr. Phil was right and that's it.
Yeah. Huh? He's a Republican. He's not a real doctor.
He's not a real doctor.
He actually isn't a doctor. He doesn't have any doctorate whatsoever. He's a useless...
Like contacting Dr. Dre about coronavirus. I mean...
Yeah.
Fucking
well, he might prescribe some herb or something like that.
He might. Or some headphones.
No, he saw them. He doesn't know them anymore.
Did he? Fucking Dre.
He's the first ever rapper to become a billionaire because he sold those fucking headphones.
Really?
Yeah, first ever. I think he's the first rapper to become a billionaire, yeah.
Dre's the best.
Yeah. Dre is the best. He is the Chronic.
2001 is just class. Eminem.
Why?
Because I'm a typical basic white bitch.
Yeah, I was just about to say you're fucking racist. That of course you picked the one famous white dude.
I can give you a list of
Vanilla Ice because no one likes Vanilla Ice. I'll tell you a story about Vanilla Ice in a second. But go for it.
Go for it. Tell me a story about Vanilla Ice first.
Oh, it's not that much of a story. It's kind of just a sentence. There's a reality show called Vanilla Ice Goes Amish. And he literally, no, I'm fucking dead.
Told me about this,
he just goes into an Amish community and fucking like builds like houses and shit like that and just hangs out with Amish people. It's fucking brilliant.
I hope he's like doing some Amish shit and in the corner of the camera he's just like, ice, baby.
The Amish people are talking to him and it's like, hello, here's my sister wife. And he's like, man, that's whack shit, bitch. It's like talking like...
Does he talk like that?
I don't fucking know. Vanilla Ice is more white than John Cena, to be fucking honest with you.
Well, that's what John Cena got his gimmick, with dressing up like Vanilla Ice.
Yeah, I know.
It's so weird.
I know.
Favorite rapper's Eminem because he was basically the Elvis of my generation. Like, you know what I mean? When I was 10, 11, he was the fucking thing. He was outrageous. Adults didn't like him. Kids loved him. My mom had to go and buy me the album because they wouldn't sell it to me. So, like, to me, that was like fucking cool. And my mom gave me the album and said, "I'll get it for you as long as you don't copy what's on it." And then 2 years later, it was the rap album. Yeah, I loved Eminem.
I agree with you. Yeah, probably. I was around 1920 when it came out, like, and again, just fucking he was brilliant. I do like Tupac as well, though. Tupac.
Big Tupac fan. Yeah.
Big Tupac.
I think he's dead. I don't think he's dead.
I go in and out on this one. Years ago, I thought he wasn't. Now I think he is because it's gone too long.
I think people that are dead
because, like,
and don't show up anymore are generally dead. I think
the reason he faked his death was to get away from fame.
Possibly.
Well, he the first did run away to Africa.
If he didn't die, he made it very obvious that he didn't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you listen to the lyrics in the songs.
What you mean?
Okay, well, there's an album that came out after his...
I'm behind you. I'm still here.
The Dave Chappelle sketch.
That's the yeah.
The greatest shit I ever wrote in 94.
COVID-19. This shit up 2020.
There's a song, the intro to an album that came out after he died, said it's the year, whatever year it came out, and everybody is waiting for Tupac to release his greatest album. The real question is, how is he writing all this material, releasing all this material so long after his death? And on the album it says, written by Tupac Shakur. And that's on. You're like, what the fuck?
Nah, he's a weirdo. I don't think he died then. Maybe he's dead now, but I don't think he is. Because, like, there was never a body. Like, then his gang members, like, smoked ashes or something.
It's a really weird thing that he wrote so many songs about being buried, and Bury Me a G was one of his most famous songs, and then he was cremated. Really fucking odd.
Yeah. What's your favorite conspiracy theory?
He would have shown up by now. Lads, generally speaking, celebrities, money hungry whores that they are, they show up if they weren't dead. Like Elvis is dead as well, and you know.
No, Elvis is definitely dead.
Favorite conspiracy theory, though?
Yeah, Yeah. This is a fun fucking
The wrestling is
without
fake.
getting too political.
No. Reptiles.
Oh.
For fuck's sake.
I'm not going to bother getting into it.
Don't you
I'm
want
a
to
crackhead.
listen to another
I just want to let
podcast
you know that I'm.
right?
Yeah. I want to let you know that I'm literally a fucking crackhead that will believe anything that's opposite to what the government is telling me, and I think you're fucking insane.
COVID-19 is a hoax.
Fucking is,
That's
yeah.
one
It
of
was
the worst
invented by
ones.
Walt Disney, actually.
One of
Yeah,
the worst
that's
ones.
it. COVID-19 was invented by Disney.
My mother, should God help us, we spoke with my mother. She's well into her 80s, lovely woman. Racist, but she's a lovely woman.
I knew that was coming.
It's just through lack of education. She's never left Glanmire, which is a small little village. But she was said, I called up to her today to do the shopping for her because she's cocooned. Her take on the whole thing, which is refreshing, was like, oh, it's a bomb. It was a bomb that was dropped. They must have been. They must have dropped something out of an airplane, Kieran.
What?
Yeah, no, I don't know. Did they? No, they did. It was a bomb. It was an attack. Like,
by who?
Make a list, and we'll tell you.
Jesus. Yeah, but I think it is very confusing. It's a hard one to even comprehend, I think. And for people like that who've lived through wars and stuff like that, you're kind of it is being advertised. If you talked about like it's war.
I have a genuine question for you, right? Like there's whatever 4.5 million of us on the island, right? How come all the fucking nursing homes was like there's like 1,500 people to maybe 2,000 that actually are maybe 20,000 people that have it, right? That's whatever 5% of the population, not even.
Yeah.
Would those people that got it just going to all the nursing homes or what? Like
that's what it seems like.
What the fuck? Like
fucking mad. I
mean, it's every single nursing home after getting fucking hammered. Like those poor bastards didn't want to die. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, I'm saying it from my parents' point of view because they're both like on the way to the fucking nursing home. No, I'm jokes. You know what I mean? But they're old, like, and they're scared. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How it is.
Fucking to do wrestling now, but like that's a genuine thing. Like,
buddy.
Hi.
We're finishing up there now as well.
Babies get views, don't they?
Babies get views. This is Ivy. He's going to finish it with us. Say hi.
Hi.
Hey! Say Bedlam. Say Bedlam.
Say Bedlam.
Hey!
Can you say Raven? Excellent. So I think I have to put her to bed soon. So I'm going to